Now, I like anime, certain anime, not all anime, but I do like some anime, and one that I really do enjoy is Sword Art Online. And over the course of the last few years, I've seen this in bits and pieces. However, I wanted to fill in those missing gaps that I had, and decided recently to purchase this nice collector's edition Blu-ray box set of Season 1. It's got some postcards in it, it's got a nice folding out 5-disc case, and a lovely art book with some stellar work inside. Then I discovered that you could actually watch Season 1 and 2 on Netflix in the UK. It must have also have been recently added there. But I said to myself, no problem. This is still a nice box set, I still get the extras, and I can put the Blu-rays in downstairs wherever I am in the house and still enjoy a good watch. Well, at least I would if I didn't buy the bloody French version. Hi everybody, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. Now, a game that we haven't heard too much of in 2019, although we have heard of it a couple of times and it's only 3 weeks in, is Fallout 76. Of course, the game that ended 2018 on a spectacular low. But recently, of course, we did hear about the developers room being discovered by players. And in the developers room, there was all the kinds of guns and weapons and armors and everything that's in the game right now, and stuff which is still yet to be released. Very embarrassing for them, so they started to ban players because of this, and then sent them a message saying, hey, can you tell us how you did it? And all this kind of stuff. Get out of here. And it's not the first time Bethesda have literally been begging people to tell them how to fix their own game. They did it, of course, when people started using mods in Fallout 76, and they banned those players as well and sent them saying, hey, we'll undo the ban if you write an essay telling us about third-party software in the game and how it's a detriment. Essentially trying to get hints and tips about how the hell they can prevent these things, stop these things, or utilize them for the game's benefit. But needless to say, embarrassing stuff. So, a couple of days ago, The Quartering pops out a video. This one here, Fallout 76 quietly prepares to go free to play. And his thumbnail saying copies pulled from shelves, which I don't think was substantiated at all. However, it was more of a speculative video. He was working off some assumption that copies in Electronic Boutique in Australia were actually low. And therefore, it looked like they were being pulled from shelves. I mean, we could all have different takes on certain theories. My take would be, why would you restock a low-selling game that's heavily on discount after it's a AAA title and only been released for 2 months? I know I wouldn't. If I was trying to make some money, I would clear the shelves of games which I think are going to sell. On Friday, my birthday, the Resident Evil 2 remake's going to come out. Looks a whole load of fun. If you didn't see my playthrough of the demo, check out yesterday's video. And then, of course, just a few days later, Kingdom Hearts 3's going to come out. And that's probably going to sell like hotcakes as well. So do I want to fill my shelves up? Do I want to reorder a low-selling, low-margin, failing game? Or do I want to replenish stocks with fresh games that are likely going to make me more profit? I mean, if I was EB in Australia, I'd do exactly that. But we all have speculations, and there's nothing wrong with speculating with certain informations. I recently, of course, did the video about the shame marker next to your name in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. And I said it was absolutely disgusting, and of course, if this criteria was to be kept up, it would encourage other disgusting companies, scummy companies like EA and Ubisoft and people like that to also do similar things. Treyarch, I think it was Treyarch who were doing this batch of games, not Infinity Ward. Treyarch said, oh no, it was a bug. It was a bug. And it was only ever meant to be seen when you're in a party with people so you can see who's got the season pass and who hasn't got the season pass. Right, okay, it was a bug. I mean, that's just it. I still don't count that as fact. You know, just because Treyarch said it was a bug, does it mean that it was? Not necessarily. We know how scummy they're being right now. We know the terrible nature of Activision as a company. What if they were testing the waters? I mean, yes, it could be a tin hat theory. But what if they were testing the waters to see whether or not, you know, how people would respond if they saw who has a season pass and who doesn't have a season pass? And if there wasn't an uproar about it, they'd been like, all right, okay, this is good. You know, maybe we'll... So, you know, I still can't even take that as gospel. But me, I was speculating based off the information that I got provided. So I'm saying there's nothing wrong with having a speculation. But what I did when I watched the video was I went to the UK version of Amazon. You know, big retailer, and also went to Game, who I believe is actually the UK version of EB. It used to be EB, and then Game bought them out, and now it's just Game across the board. But I think it's the same overarching company, even though there may be franchise, but whatever. But I went on here, and look, we're selling it here, just the standard copy of Fallout 76 on Amazon for 19 quid, which is ridiculously low. And then even the Tricentennial Edition is only going for 35. That's less than a regular price game. And this is the one that's meant to have, like, you know, additional skins and crap and all nonsense in. But you can see here it just says in stock, standard in stock, standard plus in stock, Tricentennial special in stock. Different price, you know, and even for the X-Bone in stock, in stock. So there's it, and Amazon will say if it's low in stock, it'll say, hey, you know, we've got 6 copies left, order soon. Or it could say something like, we've got 6 copies left, more coming. So you know whether or not it's going to get replenished. So it looks like stocks are aplenty here in the UK, and that's possibly why they're selling at 19 quid. So nothing really there. Also, if I jump to this, there was a little article which came out from the Daily Star. Here, about an hour or so ago in the UK, Fallout 76 is not going free to play in 2019. Retailer EB, Electronic Boutique, Games debunk rumour. And then when you go to the page, that article doesn't exist. Now, I mean, there's a bit of a glaring thing here on the article. EB don't dictate whether or not it goes free to play. They're just a retailer. So, you know, EB can't debunk that. What they can do is they can say, hey, look, you know, we're running low of stocks in Australia, and we're trying to look at a way to replenish those. You know, that's something that they might be able to comment on. But as regards to whether or not it's going free to play based off what EB says, no. So, I mean, that, you know, the title might be just a little bit misleading or whatnot. But, yeah, doesn't exist at all. So what is my take on whether or not Fallout 76 is going to go free to play in 2019? Well, I first of all believe... Sorry? Oh, no, that's legit. No, that's legit. Look, it's from the Bethesda website. They're selling a limited number of Fallout 76 leather jackets for $279. Grab them while they're hot. So, what I think about the free-to-play nature of Fallout 76 is it's something I've mentioned in previous videos anyway. When your game comes out as a AAA title meant to be at full AAA price and plummets in cost because you put out a piece of garbage, and you knew that you put out a piece of garbage, you have essentially destroyed trust in your player base. Not only have you destroyed trust, but you've destroyed the economic value of the game. And then they tried to recoup the losses from the actual physical sales of the product because they sold nowhere near what they wanted to by upping the price or just putting egregious prices on items in their Atom shop, because now they're doing what games companies do. When the casual audience says, get out of here, this is a piece of tripe, I'm not playing this, they instantly try and exploit their hardcore people. And they exploit them to such a degree that they start to erode their hardcore audience. We've seen this particularly with Blizzard Entertainment and the World of Warcraft. They will keep exploiting them because they know they can't get the money from the casual audience, and they're just like, ha ha ha, suckers. And that's what you're going to find with Fallout 76. They haven't made any adjustments to the costing of the items in the Atom store. They're coming out at ridiculous prices. And so the hardcore of hardcore player who will make that purchase is just fueling them to keep them at that price and eroding other people going, no, this is just exploitative. This is absolutely terrible. And I said in my videos that I couldn't see any other result for Fallout 76 than it eventually becoming free to play. Now, will it become free to play in 2019? Without any of this e-boutique thing going on in Australia, I still think there was a relatively strong case for that to happen, purely due to the nature and the flop of the actual game itself. Do I think it would go free to play in the short term? No. If it is going to go free to play, I think it's very likely it would happen in Q4 of this year, the back end of this year, when they can at least create separation between the physical retail sale of the product and then a year later going free to play. But my problem is I don't think it's going to matter anyway. I know people have been saying in certain videos, oh, you know, I want you to have a great game to play if you're playing Fallout 76 and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, I don't mollycoddle. If you're playing Fallout 76 and you're having fun, fine. But you also have to appreciate you're in a vast minority here when it comes to that thought process. I don't think that we're seeing anything from Bethesda so far that is going to make Fallout 76 a rival to anything that's coming. We've got some big titles coming out in 2019. Not only that, again, Friday, Resident Evil 2 Remake comes out. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, but not a long game. Probably get that over and done with even in a couple of days. But then you got Kingdom Hearts 3, which I think is going to sell a lot, and that is going to take up people's time and effort as well. And then it's just going to keep on going. Then you got your new Far Cry, which some people may like, some people may not like, whatever. And then you've got things coming towards the end of the year, maybe The Last of Us 2, Death Stranding, middle of the year, Rage 3, as well as other major titles coming out. I just think there are too many good things coming in 2019 that would easily take the eye away from Fallout 76. The Outer Worlds being a huge one of them. If you have the Outer Worlds, why the hell would you want to play Fallout 76? Based off what we've seen so far. Now, you know, for all we know, the Outer Worlds could turn out to be a cluster. But, you know, from what we've seen, it looks good, it looks interesting, it looks tight. And it's something which people really seem to want. It's this good fusion of sort of Borderlands, Mass Effect, Fallout. You know, it's got all that kind of like merger of these franchises which people have really wanted to see good versions of for years now, which we just haven't seen. You know, Borderlands 3 has been in hiatus, you know, whatever it is, hiatus, whatever, for so long now. So the Outer Worlds could prove to easily fill the gap that Fallout 76 has, and to be perfectly honest with you, could likely be the final nail in this coffin if it's half decent. If it's really good, then it's just going to drag people away. What we're seeing with Fallout 76 is just a lot of fixes. Not a lot of evolution with the game. Not a lot of what's coming next. Just a lot of fixes. More bug fixes, more this fixes. It doesn't look like this game has any legs. So whether it's going to be sold for a retail copy version or whether or not it goes free to play, I think this game is a turkey. I think this game is dead. I don't think you can fix this. I think it's fundamentally broken at its core. So free to play or not, doesn't matter to me. Maybe I'll just buy a Fallout 76 leather jacket and chill out in my vault. Yes, so there you go. Hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do get a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and Twitch for live streaming. Links, they're in the description box down below. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.